What is good, y'all? Welcome back to Chris and Ralph Productions. As always, I am Chris,
And wow,
and tonight is the last night, the last video that we're gonna have on this channel before us watching Fantastic
Fantastic
Four.
Four!
Hold on, let me redo that.
Fantastic
Fantastic Four.
Four!
Of course, if you're well aware that Fantastic Four releases this weekend in theaters,
Yeah,
starring Pedro Pascal as Mr. Fantastic, Vanessa Kirby as Invisible Woman, Ebon Moss Baccarat as The Thing, and Joseph Quinn as Johnny Storm, the Human Torch. So in this video, we really have no game plan. We really have no structure. We're just gonna talk about how excited we are, right?
yeah. So you want to start first, or should I
You,
start
you
first?
can go ahead and start us off. Yeah.
Okay, so this is like the the fourth live action Fantastic Four.
Yes,
Yeah.
the first one was 2000. Well, the 90s one.
Yeah.
But that one never got released.
Yeah, and I have heard the reason why it's like this because one of the producer has the rights for Fantastic Four, and if the producer doesn't do with it, he will lose the
They
rights.
lose the rights, and that's how it usually works with movie rights.
Yeah,
So we had that one, and then in 2005 we had Fantastic Four with Michael Chiklis and all them,
yeah,
Jessica Alba, and then in 2007 we
yeah.
had
The sequel.
the sequel, which is Rise of the Silver Surfer, with Lawrence Fishburne playing the Silver Surfer. And then famously in 2015 we have
the
Fantastic,
Fantastic.
the Fantastic, with Miles Teller, Michael B. Jordan, and I forget the other two actors.
Yeah,
But here we are. It's led us to 2025 or 2025. I haven't said 2000 in a while.
yeah,
But in terms of 2020s. But
yeah,
yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and get us started off with what we're looking forward to. So, you know, I think all the way back to 2023 or like August 2023 was like the first time we sort of got wind of what this movie was going to be like. And I remember reading an article basically saying that this was going to be a 1960s movie,
yeah,
and that at the time there was, obviously we can't 100% confirm this with reports, but Emma Stone was in talks to be Invisible Woman,
yeah,
and Adam Driver was in talks to be Mr. Fantastic. It didn't work out with those two. And then now we have the amazing Pedro Pascal and Vanessa Kirby. So what I'm most looking forward to be honest, is just this cast.
yeah,
I'm most looking forward to seeing how this cast, because every trailer, every promo, which I think they've been releasing too much of, I think they've been releasing too much footage, to be honest.
Yeah.
But that's neither here or there. And I've been avoiding it, but they're releasing a lot. Obviously, marketing. But I'm just excited to see how the family is together.
yeah,
Because a lot of these Marvel movies that's come out, or MCU movies that's come out in the last few years, even though I don't think a lot of them are great, some of my favorite aspects are the family elements,
yeah.
So I say that's first and foremost what I'm most looking forward to. You, Ralphie, what are you most looking forward to?
So yeah, for me, I'm really looking forward for the family aspect, and
Mhm.
yeah, and also like of course we have seen clips and stuff of the cast portrayal as the characters.
Yeah, they're doing the accents and
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah, and everything else, nothing else I could say about it, but still, still looking forward for the movie.
Yeah, me too. Matt Shackman, who was the director of this movie, originally the original director who was announced by Kevin Feige was John Watts.
Yeah, John Watts,
who did the
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man trilogy with Tom Holland. John Watts, he came out recently, probably like a month ago or less than that. Because they asked him about the movie, and he said he was tired. That's essentially what he said. He said, I was exhausted after the Spider-Man movies, and he said he wasn't ready to take on another Marvel movie. So he went to Star Wars and did that the Skeleton Crew, which he said he did Skeleton Crew over like doing continuing Fantastic Four, because he said it was just too big of a project. He was tired.
Yeah.
Which you can't blame him. He did 3 Spider-Man movies.
Yeah.
You have the Sam Raimi trilogy, you have the John Watts trilogy, and then you have the 2
Mark Webb
Mark Webb movies.
Yeah.
Um, so Matt Shackman, he did WandaVision, which we absolutely love WandaVision.
Yeah,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
yeah,
Um, WandaVision for me was such a treat watching because of it taking place in certain eras and stuff. What was some of the things that you loved about WandaVision and the way that he shot that and stuff?
so yeah, for one division, like of course, us like try to capture what kind of shows that were airing at the time, like with terms of like settings, looks,
The
aspect ratios.
aspect ratio, exactly. The aspect
Yeah,
ratio is a big, and aspect ratio is a big part of the Fantastic Four. But go continue.
and like I don't know what kind of what kind of magic they did, but somehow they made it work.
Yeah, and Matt Shackman, I think he from all accounts, he absolutely is the man for this Fantastic Four job.
Yeah,
So the two things was the family element, of course, with the cast, and Matt Shackman capturing the aesthetic of the 1960s and retro TV. And of course, yesterday was it yesterday the day before we did? Oh, it was the day before we did that Marvel video, right?
yeah,
So Kevin Feige did an interview with a couple of journalists, basically regarding the future of the MCU and sort of looking at the past as well. And probably one of the biggest tidbits that came out of the interview was Kevin Feige basically admitting that they haven't done their best the last couple of years or the last few years with their projects within the MCU. And what I hope, because Thunderbolts, I loved.
yeah,
Thunderbolts is in my top 10 MCU movies that's ever come out because I think Thunderbolts is that good. Brave New World, I'm indifferent about. I think they were going against a lot of reshoots, whether they want to admit it or not openly. They don't have to, but we can read in between the lines and all the photos that's come out. They redid a lot of Brave New World.
yeah, like such as scenes, plot, uh, the removing the Surface Society,
Serpent Society was cut.
and redoing the leader.
Yeah, the leader design,
Yeah,
a lot, like that whole movie went through a lot of
yeah,
reshoots. And it's unfortunate because that's Sam Wilson's solo movie, but that's just the product that was given to us.
yeah,
And then of course last year we had the massive success of Deadpool and Wolverine. Um, so Marvel they've I say the last 2 years they've had better projects than not, but we're well aware of some of the misses that they've had.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And I also put the Captain America situation
Go ahead. Yeah, yeah.
with the rewrites. I'm gonna bring this up. It's a DC related thing. Is I personally in that James Gunn said that they would greenlight a project if the script is like good like with a good pacing, good story,
Yeah.
like
Hmm.
yeah, good to go for production without having like no like production problem.
Yeah, and Marvel is essentially the complete opposite.
Yeah,
They very much will go into production with a have written script and then they'll work their way through it. And a lot of the times it's worked out, and in the last few years it really hasn't worked out. But
yeah,
it is what it is when it comes to that. So what I hope that Fantastic Four does is not only a box office success, which I'm assuming it's going to be a massive hit, but as well as just a great movie.
yeah,
Because we have Fantastic Four coming out tomorrow, and then next July we have Spider-Man 4,
yeah,
which is directed by Dustin Daniel Cretton, who did Shang-Chi. And then in December next year, we have obviously Doomsday.
yep,
2 Marvel movies to lead us up into Doomsday, which is Fantastic Four and Spider-Man. Spider-Man, from all accounts, is not going to be multiverse. It's not going to be a world ending. It's going to be street level,
yeah,
which is thank God.
yeah.
That's what I want to
Yeah.
see.
Also, the Spider-Man though, like in fact, MCU stuff in general, I kind of miss it's really to like saving the day thing instead. Like every project had to be saving the world.
Exactly. Like that's why Homecoming is like my favorite live action Spider-Man
Yeah,
movie, because the premise was just stopping like a home invasion, like a home robbery.
yeah,
That was the premise of that movie. It didn't need to be world ending.
yeah,
So back to Fantastic Four. Fantastic Four, from its trailers and from its promos, I have a feeling that the stakes are going to be super high in this movie
yeah,
because it's not Earth 616. It's Earth what 8 something. It's Jack Kirby's birthday. I need to look it up. I'm sorry, but yeah, I just can't wait to see this movie.
Yeah.
Um, what do you hope to get out of this movie going into Doomsday?
So Doomsday is hopefully like like some of it have nothing I could think of right now,
Okay.
but but I'm kind of hoping to get the like hype level just like 2018.
Yeah, I want to be. I am
Yeah.
excited for Doomsday, and I'm hyped for Doomsday. Doomsday is within the next 2-3 years. That one and the Batman 2 are my two most anticipated movies. Um, so Fantastic Four is a launching point into Doomsday,
Yeah.
and of course, we still have Secret Wars to get to in 2027. But if you've read Secret Wars, then the 2015, you know that Reed Richards is the main character. Well, Doctor Doom and Reed Richards are the two main characters of that story. And if Pedro Pascal delivers, which I'm assuming he's going to deliver, a great performance, um, then I think Pedro Pascal will definitely be a great lead for Doomsday.
Yeah.
You know, and it's funny because when you look at Infinity War and Endgame, the leads were Tony, Steve, Thor, and those are characters that had been established since 2008, 2011.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna have, obviously this is all assumptions, but we're gonna have a lead in Doomsday be a character that we've only seen once.
Yeah.
And it's very interesting, but I'm sure the Russos who are directing, the Avengers films coming up, that they can definitely capture the importance of the Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
Um, from the trailers and stuff that you've seen, what do you think? This is like the thing. Here's the thing. What do you think the Thing is gonna be like in the movie? Because he is my most excited character to see in this movie.
Yeah. So for the thing though, like for me though, I'm kind of hoping they would do great, like such as the writing.
Yeah.
And absolutely love the design.
The design is a home run of for the Thing. They captured Jack Kirby's art in the Thing, and I think Eban is such a great actor. If you've seen The Bear, he's cousin, and he gives off that energy for the Thing, in Fantastic Four from what we've seen. And of course, Vanessa Kirby, wonderful actress. She's playing, I think Sue Storm, from all accounts, is the lead in this movie. Sue Storm,
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm very much excited to see how Vanessa Kirby captures the elegance and the proudness of that character, because Sue Storm is powerful. She is a leader, and I can't wait to see that portrayed. And of course, we have the hothead, quite literally, Johnny Storm. Joseph Quinn, most famously known from Stranger Things as Eddie Munson, and he's done a plethora of projects between that, like Gladiators, A Quiet Place, and a few other projects.
And,
but
and the Beatles.
Yes, he's gonna be in the.
Yeah.
Who is he playing? He's not George, is he? I
think
he is playing George Harrison.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's playing George Harrison. Who's my favorite Beatle? George Harrison. Who's your favorite Beatle?
So, don't know about it so far. Like okay, I've heard the music, but I haven't like considered
the personalities and stuff.
Yeah.
For me, George Harrison is my favorite Beatle. But Joseph Quinn, every time I see him doing interviews, he's like exuding the energy of like a Johnny Storm, who is arrogant and more cocky and funny and sure of himself and all that. So we haven't even talked about the biggest thing in that movie, Galactus
and Silver Surfer.
Shia Ball, who's played by Julie Gardner.
Yeah.
I think I'm bad with names, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But Galactus, played by Ralph Ineson. Ralph. We're getting a Ralph in the movie. Nice. We're finally getting a proper live action Galactus.
Because last time it was just a smoke.
It was a cloud.
Yeah.
It was a terrifying cloud. Oh, terrifying.
Yeah. Yeah, and I just saw this one concept art of the 2007 when they try to go for somewhat accurate like Galactus are like, no, make it a cloud.
Making a cloud. And I don't know what they were thinking, but whatever,
Yeah,
whatever. But Galactus, I can't. I already know tomorrow when we're watching the movie, there's gonna when we see him on screen, I'm gonna do this to you. Like, Ralph,
yeah,
Ralph. Like, obviously you're gonna see that giant person on the screen, but just to see Galactus live action, dude. Oh
yeah,
my god, I can't wait.
yeah. Like I remember back in 2020 when I first heard rumors about Galactus, I was back in my head thinking kind of felt a bit too soon to do it in the first movie, but then later and finding out, oh, it's gonna be its own separate Earth.
Yeah,
I was like, know what? I just know what? Let them cook.
I can see that. Let them cook.
Yeah,
And it's funny that you bring that up because Galactus very well can be one of the greatest MCU villains we've seen that we can see in live action.
yeah,
And when you look at comics history, Galactus is such not only he's quite literally the biggest villain, but it's like you have Doctor Doom, you have a Thanos, you have a Green Goblin, and then you have like a Galactus, like these pillars in the villains of Marvel, you know
yeah,
what I mean? And we're finally gonna get Galactus in the movie. And speaking of Galactus, Shia LaBeouf, Silver Surfer. I did a video on her casting, and I was excited because she's such a great actress, and I
yeah,
love this take. Well, obviously, we've seen Shia LaBeouf in the comic. That's where they're getting it from. But to have a different version of the Silver Surfer live action,
yeah,
obviously she's still Chrome, she's still Silver, and she's still a Surfer. You know, there's not really much you could deviate from that.
yeah,
Um, but from everything I've seen from her, I'm just excited to see how what she does to this story, because the Silver Surfer, obviously I'm not going to get into the origins or into what they do in their comics, but the Silver Surfer is a very important character in Marvel Comics, especially the Infinity Saga or Infinity War, the Infinity Gauntlet. God, I went through like 3 different titles. Silver Surfer is like the main character of that story, you know. So I'm excited to see that.
yeah. And
But I really don't have anything else, Rafa. You
yeah,
want me to give you your final
yeah.
thoughts?
For me, the first Silver Surfer. So for the actors though, like the only clip I have seen is this clips that like, you gotta stop me, you have to effing kill me.
Yeah, from Ozark.
Yeah.
So that's yeah, and then she was in Wolfman
Yeah,
recently.
and this upcoming horror film with the
I gotta look that one up.
yeah
I gotta look that
yeah.
one up.
I just saw the trailer though.
Oh, okay. Neighbors.
Yeah, Neighbors.
Oh, not Neighbors.
Oh, it's something with the like with
The kids.
Yeah,
the kid. She is in that one. She
Yeah.
is, dude. That movie's gonna be good. That comes out in August or September. But I guess our final thoughts. I'm excited for this film, Fantastic Four. In December last year or January this year, I don't remember. We did our top 10 most anticipated movies of the year,
Yeah,
and we kind of cheated because we had 2 movies at number 1. One of them being Superman
and Fantastic
and
Four.
Fantastic Four. We've seen Superman. We've seen
Yeah.
it twice in theaters. We have our spoiler review on the channel if you want to check that out. And Superman, this isn't a Superman video. I'm just gonna just I'm sure they're gonna be 2 different completely movies, of course, 2 different movies, but you're gonna do the comparisons because they're both July superhero movies and they're both massive. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Superman, I wanted to go in loving it. I really, really, really enjoyed it. So I'm hoping that I hope to go into loving Fantastic Four, and I come out loving the movie. So that's all I have to say about Fantastic Four. You, Rafa, you have any final thoughts you want to give out?
yeah. Fantastic Four. Okay, one last thing about it is it's the separate Earth thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so when I first heard about it, I was like, interesting take is, of course, it gets take place in 1960, which is for the best because if this film was take place in the main MCU timeline, it would be a massive like plot hole in the timeline in general.
Dude, it would be probably the biggest plot hole in MCU
Yeah.
history. Where were the Fantastic Four during
Yeah.
Infinity War
Yeah, all the New York attack.
or the New York attack of 2012? Where were they?
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. I'm kind of glad that they're doing it as a separate thing.
Yeah, it kind of avoids that plot hole or that question mark,
Yeah,
and it also introduces stakes because we don't know what's gonna happen to their Earth. We
Yeah.
don't know. We saw them in. This is a Thunderbolt spoiler if you haven't seen the movie. We saw their ship pop up in that post-credit scene, and we don't know who was in that ship. We can only assume it's the Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
Or the baby. We haven't even talked about the baby. Oh, and that little guy wearing the suit. You want to show them the picture? Oh, I got it right here.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me pull it up. Did you text it to me?
Yeah. I sent in the group chat.
In the group chat. This is who.
This is the post-crediting elite. Spoiler
Joking.
alert.
This monkey is gonna be in the movie. We can't wait to see what he does in this movie. It's just an edit I seen on also online.
Yeah.
But anything else, Rafi? I'm good. Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
Boom. All right, guys. So as always, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. As always, guys, I'm Chris.
And well,
Catch y'all next time.
peace.
Peace.